Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. They run again with Dowdle. Ooh, the juke. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They run here with Dowdle. Down inside the 40. You look at this Baltimore defense. And this unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
2nd and 5.
19 Charger, nice. Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Watson now to throw. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Looking for Bateman, he's got him complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Jackson now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Henry trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this?
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now Watson. Again, it's Johnson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Credit that sack to Travis Jones.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. that decision's only going to wind up costing him a yard or two as he's tackled just shy of the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. They've got a 1st down. To throw is Sanders. That is incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's 2nd down. Look at this Baltimore defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Sanders. And this one too low.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Sanders. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
3rd down and 10. From the gun, it's Shedeur. Able to find the open there. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
If this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen, here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. That's caught. It's Flowers. They're all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Ravens 19, Browns nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but hold on, you're finished.
Okay,
you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He gets this one to Johnson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield to gain any yardage.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Sanders going to throw again. Pass caught. He's got Tillman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Sanders to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Throwing, Sanders.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Ford is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal. And the Ravens 4 yards.
Now Sanders.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns get a bit closer.
Well, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives, that was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Now it's Jackson. A short throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A short throw caught by Andrews.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. This is caught. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. On his loop for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Mama jump. Here we go. Start. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Go.
Sanders now. A final shot before break. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
That's a gain of 5.
And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. To throw is Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. First and 10 at the 46.
Now Jackson. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
34-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Going deep for Walker.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
29-yard line.
Here's Sanders.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Luke now for the extra point. Quick throw there is incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Yeah, that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They run with 4. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and he moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
To throw is Sanders.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Sione Takitaki. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side, and unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second down.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down, Cleveland.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
They'll get this complete to Tillman.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
A running play, it's Dowdle.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Rico Dowdle, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Let's
The
go now.
Browns will line up for the 2-point.
Sanders.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
32. Browns 20.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game near the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Jackson.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
It's hot. Hot. 80. It's hot.
Jackson. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. But they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter, because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss, because now you're dealing with a 4th down. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll run forward with Henry. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Pickett. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big... And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are on their way to a 2-0 start. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw, Pickett.
Flushed out right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
First catch for Judy, good for a first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Man, in all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 5.
The 46-yard line.
Now the first carry for their fullback. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Now a handoff looking right. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
This is Ford. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Henry running right. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. Fielded just inside the 30. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Browns drive about to get started. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the lost time.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
2nd down and 8.
At the 40-yard line.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Ravens, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home.
Yeah, huh?